Hello there, students. Look at my artisanal sphere. You'll notice the quality is impeccable. The bottom layer is bronze, and then it shifts from bronze to glass that I have colored using only the finest local plants in Austin, Texas. That's where I live. But when I work on these, the person I sell them to isn't really interested in paying me by the hour, right? Because these can take different amount of hours to make. If I'm doing the bronze piece or the glass piece, it can all be very variable. Also, if the weather is too cold, I can't do it. If the weather's too hot, I can't really do it. So instead, the shop that I sell these artisanal spheres to, they just pay me by the sphere. And that makes sense. Like for something that's artisanal that you can't really quantify in terms of hours of work, you can typically just pay somebody by the product. So this is what we call piecework because you're paid by the amount of pieces that you create. So putting this sphere down here so you could admire on the blue screen for the rest of the lesson. Hello there, little sphere. So this sphere, again, I can sell them, and they take me a while to make. They are artisanal after all. But I want you to imagine that I can make anywhere from 1 to 5 of these, but again, instead of being paid by the hour, I'm being paid by the sphere. And I get paid $12 for every sphere that I produce. So if I produce 1 sphere, I'll get $12. If I make 2 spheres, I'll make double that. 3 spheres, triple that. 4 for 48, and 5 for 60. All right, so you're seeing that every extra sphere that I produce, I make more money. Now let's say that I accidentally mess up and I drop it. That was close. But one time I did drop one of these and it shattered everywhere. The problem with piecework is that even though that took me some hours to create, I don't get any financial benefit from it because I'm paid on a piece of work basis. So that's the thing to contemplate if you're being paid by piecework. So here we go, 1 for 12, 2 24, 3 36, 4 48, and 5 spheres for $60. Let's go ahead and graph this to see what it looks like on the coordinate plane. So if I have 1 sphere, I'll make $12, which is right above 10. 2 for 24, which would be right in the middle, just below the middle between 20 and 30. 3 for 36, 4 for 48, which would be just below 50 on the axis, and 5 for 60. If I don't make any spheres, no matter how hard I work, 0 spheres equals $0. So this is a true meritocracy. If you make nothing, you get nothing. If you make a lot, you get a lot of money. What piecework does incentivize people to do, though, is to get better and better and better at producing these spheres. Because the better I can produce this sphere, the more efficient that I can produce this sphere, the more money I'll end up making for every hour that I work. So put this sphere back. Hello there, sphere. We'll put that back, and let's graph this smooth line. Right, this is a linear equation because you can see that for every 1 sphere, I go up another $12. So up 12 over 1. Up 12 over 1. Right, and over here, I'll just label this y-axis. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. We always need to label our axes. Thank you for forgiving me. So we have all of our spheres, and we have all of our money. What you'll notice is that this doesn't go up drastically or down drastically. It's very smooth. It is a linear equation where the slope is up 12 over 1. So no matter what, I will make $12 for every sphere that I create. There's no other way to make the money. So you're thinking to yourself, well, when would I want to work on a piecework basis? And when would I want to work on an hourly wage basis? Well, honestly, you have to ask this question to yourself. Where am I going to make more money? I'm going to give you a real-world example here. My brother makes these beautiful boards that you can throw bean bags into this little circle, and he just makes these things, and they're beautiful. He spends hours and hours and hours and hours making these things on a piecework basis. The issue that he has is that after he's worked 12 hours, he's able to sell these for about $60. So let's think about that. I'm going to write this over to the side, this real-world example. So he works 12 hours to build these boards, and after 12 hours, he'll make $60. And you say to yourself, well, $60, that's pretty good. I mean, $60 for just one piece of work? Heck, I was only making $12 for these beautiful spheres. He's making $60 for those boards. But the issue with piecework is that it doesn't incorporate how many hours you worked. Let's think about this in terms of dollars per hour. Dollars, 60, per divided by 12. How many dollars would he make for every hour that he worked on these boards? 60 divided by 12. That's $5 per 1 hour. Ooh, that's gross. And I said this to my brother. I was like, I know that you enjoy making these boards and you have fun with it, but $5 per hour is really rough because that's below minimum wage in the United States of America. You could walk into any shop across the country, it doesn't matter which one, and make more money than he was making with these boards. So after we did this analysis of piecework and dollars per hour, we decided that was probably a better idea to work on other projects where he might be able to make more money with fewer hours. Thank you very much for learning about piecework. And remember, if you're going to make something artisanal and beautiful, make sure to analyze, is it actually worth your time? Thank you, and have a great day.